It's this running joke in Black American culture. It's probably in others, I'm not sure. But nonetheless, the idea that if like a giant snake enters your home or your home gets like infested with rats or something like that, that you just be like, fuck it, you can have it. I ain't even about to go back and forth with you. It's your house now. I'm gone. I want to ask Black Americans, why don't we treat America like that? I thought it was interesting because I ran across this tweet after I did like 12 hours of research. Nobody's going to pay me for it. But as you can see, my girl Born Into Soul said, why would Black Americans move to Africa? That's like telling Jamaicans to move out of Jamaica. Black Americans have been living in America for centuries upon centuries. This is our country. Our ancestors' blood is in this land. We are not going to run when things get tough. We're going to stay and fight like we always do. While keeping in mind, yes, I'm aware all Black people aren't from Africa. We've been traced back to the indigenous people of this land. I'm having a different conversation right now. Please don't jump me. I agree with her. I'm originally from Compton, California. I take pride in saying that. I'm as American as anybody else born here, and I know what our ancestors had to go through in order for me to say that. However, But hear me out on first things first. Our ancestors did not choose to be enslaved. Some eccentric Europeans chose that for them. So every drop of blood spilt is a war crime against humanity and not a measure of our perseverance. Secondly, this little thing right here was legal for 246 years. For 246 motherfucking Earth years, they legally traded, exploited, enslaved, tortured Black people. If this ain't enough fighting, I don't need to see another goddamn fight. And then after the country had to go through a literal fucking war to ask people to stop enslaving other people, they said, all right, bet. We're just gonna do diet slavery for a little while. Then after 12 years of diet slavery, some motherfucker named Jim come along and say, okay, fine, they don't want to be enslaved no more. Let's just oppress them for the next 100 years since they want to cry and shit. So aside from any systematic racism or subjective racism that you can actually prove, there were 346 legally documented years of slavery and or oppression. There were 346 legal motherfucking human years worth of slavery and or oppression. They say, oh, y'all complaining. Y'all been free. That was so long. 59. We've been legally free 59 years. My grandma like 80 fucking 5. Did the math just in case you didn't feel like it. That's 85%. From 1619 to right now, America's shooting 85% from the motherfucking field on us. She can't be stopped. Imagine if you had a government that supported you for 346 years. Shit, 46 years. Liberia, which derives from the word liberty, was founded in 1822 by the American Colonization Society. It is right. Go find the nigga. At this point in time, there's only about 1.7, 1.8 million Black people in America. Unfortunately, only around 230,000 of them were free, so Liberia wasn't even an option for everybody. Of course, with over 1 million people still in bondage, you run the risk of leaving a family member on a plantation in another continent and never seeing them again. These were newly freed Black people who had just fought for their right to be free, so all of them didn't love the idea of relinquishing that immediately, as well as a lack of resources. Liberia only became a reality for around 13 to 15,000 families. Joseph Jenkins Roberts, who was the first president of Liberia, was born in 1846 in Norfolk, Virginia. He was on FUBU way before niggas had it in their closet. Joseph Jenkins created FUBU. I know what you're thinking. So what, Rich? All 42 million of us need to migrate to Liberia? Wrong. Some of you niggas are coons. You not coming. Matter of fact, if we even see our country name on your ticket, you getting arrested at the airport. You're not even making it out of America. First thing I thought about was country size. 42 million Black Americans, coons aside, that's like 35 million, give or take. Black people don't like traffic and like to get to things quickly. Check. Then I thought about region and weather. Some of y'all don't like to be hot. Some of y'all don't like to be cold. Some of y'all gonna have to learn to shut the fuck up. It's Africa. And I thought about how migrating 35 million people anywhere will probably be an issue, so I wanted to make sure I found the country without a lot of people, and check. And I wanted to go study this country's engagement with Pan-Africanism because I'm aware that some African nations have a disdain towards Black Americans, which we have no earthly clue as to fucking why. Coastal positioning on the African continent for a country by the sea? Check. English-speaking nation, democratic government, strong anti-corruption laws? Check. Independent from European rule since 1990, leaders who look to bolster their country with outside investment and opportunity, as well as 979 miles worth of coastline. We could have beach city after beach city after beach city after. Boys ain't know where I was taking us. Had us on the African magic carpet ride. Welcome to Namibia. Namibia, with a little over 2.5 million people, is one of the lowest populated countries on the planet. Let's say if they got 35 million people out of nowhere, they become the third most populated country in Africa. Black Americans account for about $1.8 trillion of America's GDP annually. If that buying power was moved over to Namibia, they'd move into the top 20 global GDPs. I know what you're thinking. America way bigger than this, bro. We'd never fit over there. I did the math. Namibia is the 34th largest country on the planet. It is bigger than Pakistan. It is bigger than France and Germany combined. It is twice the size of California, which means if France can house 65 million people and Germany can house 85 million people and Pakistan can house 241 million fucking people, we shouldn't have no issue. Only about 5% of Namibia's actual land is being used. Most of the coastline is untouched. We could build a light rail system from the top to the bottom and actually get paid this time. Black people can build a train system through the fucking country and make some money this time. Bro, you sound crazy. How we gonna go somewhere and build up another country? Brand new cities from the ground up, a countrywide police force that is not incentivized to go after you for the color of your skin, a government that doesn't literally create agencies to stifle the progress of you and your people. We can reform for free college and free healthcare, a credit system that wasn't literally made to fuck black people over. Like when you walk in the bank, they don't say, oh, damn, my bad, nigga, we just ran out of credit. Change from the American diet that they've literally created to kill us. They trying to knock everybody out. They don't give a fuck what color you are. White, black, brown, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. You eat over here, you finna die. Better roads, better schools, better homes. I did the math. 35 million people, about 13.5 million homes. We price these bitches at whatever y'all can afford. Bro, you crazy. Can't nobody afford that. America won't even give us our reparations. First things first, it is time to steal that money. 250 million plus unpaid man hours. It is time to steal those reparations. The fuck we keep asking people who would have kept slavery up for? We're talking to a country who literally paid the slave owners reparations for losing their slaves after losing the Civil War. So they rewarded some fucking losers. We're talking to a country who literally went and picked up some of Hitler's top generals, brought them to America, gave them a nice house in the suburbs, and gave them a job at NASA. I don't see reparations coming. I see reparations being stolen. I don't see them coming, though. If somebody knows how to steal $60 trillion, say that shit now. We can fast track all this. We ain't even got to go with this other plan that I'm about to show you. We're going to petition the United Nations. We're going to tell them, look, man, we've been here for like 400 some years. We just been chilling. We've been getting our bread up, getting our name up, and these boys still tripping on us. We ain't blew nobody up. We ain't robbed nobody land. We ain't enslaved no other people, and they still acting like we the problem. This just ain't gonna work. United Nations gonna hit back like, facts, them boys is tripping, say less. What? How can we help? What y'all need from us? We're gonna tell them simple as this. Get the IMF on the line, get the World Bank on the line, get the EU on the line, get China on the line, get Africa Diaspora on the line, get all them boys on the line, let them know we need 10 T's. Huh? Ain't too much of nothing. Just a couple trills. Just a couple trills. We'll get out y'all head. Give us a quick little 10 T's. Give us 50 years to pay it back at the end of the loan. We're going to be a top 10 nation in the world. We've done all this shit we've done here in America under oppression. The government ain't never fucked with us, not one day of its life. Systematic racism so deeply embedded in this country, people believe the Black American experience is supposed to come with strife. Like we're supposed to struggle and have to fight for each and every step of the way. Where the fuck is that in the American Dream pamphlet? I don't see that shit nowhere here on the American Dream. Our own countrymen will vote against their self-interest if they believe it'll harm us. They were literally online last month fighting for their right to say the N-word. I call Namibia in the morning. I don't know what time they get up, but matter of fact, so I get my other phone. I'm calling it tonight. No, I'm calling them. I think the only thing that sounds crazier than mass migrating 30 plus million Black Americans out of America is enslaving and oppressing them for 400 fucking years. I think that's the only thing that's up there. That's what most of the beaches look like too. I ain't gonna say nothing else. They're just desert on the ocean. You know, we love Miami though.